So here we are in the fairway. So once we're here, there isn't too much to do. You'll see some guys, hit a club to the front of the green, and if it's a real long green, they'll see what it takes to get to the back. Mainly seeing how the greens are reacting. Are they soft? Are they firm? So just little things at this point. All right, you guys, here we are in the fairway. I want to share with you guys how we get our numbers to the pin. So here is the pin sheet, and I'll do it for the hole we're on, hole 4. So the pin sheet's going to give you a number. This number means the depth of the green. The green's 37 yards long. This number means it's 26 paces or 26 yards off the front, 4 from the right, 9 on from the front, 6 from the right. So if we have hole 4, it's just 15, and when it's like this, it just means it's in the middle, even from left to right. So here we are at hole 4, and as you can see, I had these numbers jotted down: 162, 70, 177. So it looks like here's the 167 to the front. So his ball is probably about 5 yards up from that. So I went back to this 167 sprinkler, counted off 5 yards, and wrote down 162 to the front. Now the pin was, 15 on, so I did 177 pin, and I wrote down 170 right here because it's 162 to the front, but to carry this ridge, which is about 6, I had a couple yards for that, so 8, so 170 to carry this. So 162 front, 170 to carry this ridge, and 177 pin. But he also has a backstop here, so he could carry at the pin or a little long, it'll come back. So this false front right here didn't really come into play. But we're always looking to get yardages to the front, to the middle. Maybe if the pin's back, we'll do, number to carry this ridge right here, a number to the pin, and number to the back. And then we'll get a carry number. So 162, 170, 177. Carry number is 175. And then that's up to the player to figure out how to hit at that distance depending on the conditions. Okay, you guys, so here we are on the putting green, and this is where a lot of the work is done. You'll see a lot of guys jot down notes in the yardage book on where not to miss it, where to miss it. If the pin's back right, don't miss it back right. And even though some courses that might not be the case, sometimes if it's back right, the green might start sloping away, and also off the green starts going down. So if you miss it there, you're actually chipping back up the hill, which would be just fine. Okay, so here we are in the front of the green, and what you'll see a lot of guys do is they'll bring water bottles or chapstick, or I even have a fake hole here, and we'll try to predict pin locations. So here's the front edge of the green. We might think there might be a front pin, or we'll go over here, and here's a bunker. This is a par 5. They might throw a little wedge pin, right there, just 3 on, 4 on. And we'll try to predict pin locations, and then we'll try to hit certain shots to those, whether it's a bunker shot to this pin or a flop shot. And you'll see a lot of guys, like I said, jot down notes on where to miss, where not to miss. This is where a lot of the work is mostly done. If there's a big tier on the green, you'll see guys, putt up the tier, putt down the tier. Just try to get a feel for how things are playing and where to be and where not to be. Okay, so one of the things you can do is when you're putting, if you want, you can always make notes in your yardage book. This putt goes back uphill, this putt goes back downhill, this one's straighter than you think, or this one breaks a ton. Just any type of little notes that can give yourself more information to be more ready when tournament round comes around. Okay, thanks for watching, you guys. I want to, if I can, just give you the meat of this video and sum it up. First thing is play a practice round in the afternoon, play a practice round in the morning. And also something I didn't mention is always making sure you understand what the winds are doing. Figure out which direction the winds are going so you can check the winds before your tournament round and see if they're the same or if they've switched. Then, figure out what targets and lines you guys want to take off the tee. Pick a specific target and make sure you're picking a club that's going to eliminate those fairway bunkers, those trees, or the narrowing of a fairway. Also, when you get into the fairway, make sure you know where to miss it around the greens, where you can hit it, where you can miss it. Also, you need to understand to play every day separately. What I mean by that is, let's say you decided to hit 3-wood off hole number 1 to lay you back of some fairway bunkers. Well, let's say all of a sudden we got some downwind, the wind switched, and now it's downwind and it's howling. So technically you could hit driver over those fairway bunkers or irons before. The bigger picture is make sure you understand where you want to hit it, where you don't want to hit it, and play it for that day. It could be rainy and windy, and now it's playing 40 yards longer, and instead of hitting that 3-wood, you have to hit driver just to get to short of those fairway bunkers. So play every day separately. Also, food and hydration is absolutely critical for tournaments. So make sure you stay hydrated and have enough food to sustain your energy for 5.5 hours. Also understand every stroke is crucial. Even if you make double or triple, that could be the deciding factor of you making the cut or not. So instead of making that quad, make that triple. Instead of making that triple bogey, make that double. And don't get too emotionally involved and throw yourself out of it. Stay with it, stay patient. So you guys, I hope I shared a couple tips or ideas that you might not have known about. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I got more tips, drills, instruction on the way. This is PGA Tour Driven, the movement towards improvement. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you guys, I have a couple more of these fake holes that you can put out. You know, if you wanted to pretend like there was a pin there, you throw these out, hit some chips, hit some putts too. I have about 3 or 4 extra sets, so if you want, leave a comment below and I'll ship out a couple to you.